The Ant and the Elephant, as told by Vangtou Xiong X, toyed, adapted, and illustrated by G. Grabber Wilson. This is a story about helping. Did you ever help someone? Do you think an ant can help an elephant? Read and find out. The Ant and the Elephant. Once upon a time, a big elephant was followed by a hunter. The elephant said to himself, "It's very bad to have such a big body. It's not easy for me to hide from the hunter." Just then, a tiny ant dropped from a tree into the middle of a pond. The ant could not get out of the water. He cried and said to himself, "It's very bad to have such a small body. Poor me, I am too small to swim out of this little pond. It looks like an ocean from here. No other ants will be able to help. I don't think any animals in the world will come to rescue me. Nobody but God knows that I am in such terrible trouble. He made me and all the animals. I am sure He is the only one who knows." Suddenly, an elephant walked out of the woods and stopped at the edge of the pond. He rested for a moment and then moved slowly closer to the water. He drank quietly. The ant watched until he was finished drinking. Then he called as loudly as he could, "Elephant, please help me out of this ocean." "I am in a hurry," answered Elephant. The tiny ant cried and begged, "Elephant, please don't leave. I need your help." Elephant frowned and grumbled, "If I help you, who is going to help me? I've been running from a hunter for 3 days. No one helped me." Ant said to Elephant, "If we don't help each other, who is going to help us? Please help me out of this ocean and I will help you." Elephant replied, "I don't know how you can help me, tiny ant. You are only as big as one of my hairs." Ant was angry, but he tried asking again, "Elephant, please don't underestimate my ability. Help me out now, and I promise to help you later." Elephant thought for a moment. He stretched his long nose out and said to Ant, "Hurry up now. Walk along my nose." Ant was very happy to be safe. He walked along Elephant's nose. Then Elephant turned and dropped Ant on the dry ground. Ant thanked Elephant and promised to help him someday. Elephant went away and Ant went back to his family. He told them and all the ants that a big elephant had passed by and saved his life. He told all the ants to remember Elephant. He said, "If Elephant ever needs help, go to his aid as soon as possible." A few days later, the hunter came to the pond. He saw Elephant's footprints there. He hid behind the trees and waited. He knew Elephant would come back for a drink. It was a hot day and Elephant was thirsty. He came out of the woods to drink from the pond. The hunter was happy. This time he was going to have a lot of meat to take home. He aimed his gun right at Elephant's chest. In the meantime, the ants were watching the hunter. They soon began to crawl around the hunter's feet. Some crawled into his pants, some crawled onto his arms, some crawled inside his shirt. They crawled all over him. The hunter was watching Elephant very closely. He didn't notice the ants. just as he was going to pull the trigger. The ants began to bite him. They bit his legs, his arms, his back, his neck, his chest. They bit him everywhere. The hunter screamed and jumped up and down. He dropped his gun on the ground. He pulled his shirt off and jumped into the water. Elephant heard the loud noise and saw the hunter thrashing about in the pond. Elephant ran back into the woods. The ants were happy because they saved Elephant's life. The hunter was angry because he had no meat. He said to himself, "I will never come back to this place again." Days later, Elephant returned to the pond. He thanked the ants for saving his life. "I am sorry that I underestimated you. Now I've learned that a big or small body doesn't matter. The most important thing is to love each other, understand each other, help each other, and make peace together. We will live longer this way." The moral of the story is we should treat each other with respect. Do not underestimate anyone's abilities. After you listen to the story, you could do these activities. 1. Draw a picture of you helping someone. 2. Draw a picture of someone helping you. 3. Draw a picture story of the ant and the elephant.